Hello, welcome to everyone from the IPPP. This is James Watson here, and this is another update for you. There's been a lot happening this week, so I've got a lot to go through. In fact, I've got 4 main updates to bring you on IPPP, and there's a lot going on. It's pretty exciting at the moment, actually. So let me tell you why it's exciting. Let me show you some stuff to explain exactly what's going on, how it impacts you, and where we're going to be moving forward to the next couple of weeks. So to start off with, is a little bit like 1 step back but 3 steps forward. Okay, so not everything, all of the news is positive. The first thing I've got to tell you is that do you remember the YouTube plugin that auto posted YouTube videos? Well, there was a couple of problems with it. One problem with it, many of you discovered the opt-in pop-up domination pop-up actually would appear. Often the videos would appear on top of the pop-up dominations, and it looked untidy. So one solution was to literally take off the pop-up domination, but that's not a great solution, because obviously this is going to be quite a cost-effective way. Cost-effective is going to be quite an effective way of capturing leads. So instead, well, the second part is that what has transpired is that plugin, after having run it for quite a few weeks now, testing it, it's caused several problems, big problems, that's actually taken out the whole server down with all the sites on, in fact all of our network of sites, and that's happened on a couple of different servers, several occasions, and it's all down to that particular plugin, which you don't need to understand the details about it and worry about it, but effectively that plugin is not a stable plugin. So I'm actually going to remove it. I've already taken it off from everybody's page. I'm going to be deleting it, and all of the posts, the videos are going to be disappeared. Basically, I'm going to remove them. So what we're going to do instead is I'm going to make sure you will at least have an article published on your to your blog. So at least there's going to be one content article to start with, and I'm investigating other ways, which other ways I know I can use to get content auto posted to your site. It's not going to be videos, but it will be articles again. I also think that's actually going to be better for SEO, because there's more terms for Google to index. There's more words, so I think that's actually going to be a better solution probably than the YouTube videos. Although they looked good, they interfered with the pop-up domination, and the plugin was unstable, so I've had to remove it. So I haven't done that for everyone's site. I'm going through and getting that done. So your site may probably look like this. You won't see the videos anymore. Don't panic. I'm going through and I'm making updates to it. What you will see eventually will be something a little bit more like this, where you're going to have a main article on the main page. And what that means is that the pop-up domination, if that appears, whenever that appears, it's not going to clash with any video, so it's going to be a totally neat solution. Plus, again, this is the higher number of words in these posts will give you better opportunity for being indexed in Google. There you are. That's kind of what it's going to look like. So the content, this is not the most important thing in any case, because obviously all the traffic is being directed to your squeeze page, which is so that's really, in terms of your list building, the most important thing is this page. So don't worry too much about the main blog for now, although we'll get that sorted out for you. As I say, the majority of the traffic is going to come here, and I'm also working on tweaking and improving the conversion of this page. I'm trying new copy. I'm going to try probably an autoplay video as well. So I'm currently driving traffic and doing some more tests to see what works, and then what works I'm going to be rolling out across all of the sites for you to make sure that your opt-in page is as optimized as possible. It's already good, and there are people opting in already, but obviously I want to try and make it as good as possible for you in terms of converting visitors to your list. So the real news, if you like, the second bit of news is that traffic has started to be driven to your sites from this week. And the reason how I can show that to you is actually also part number 3 that I want to update you on, is because I've actually installed a tracking tool. Now, tracking is really important for your blogs. I think I've told you already, you can install your own Google Analytics if you want to. Just add a Google Analytics plugin. But if you don't know how to do that, or if you don't want to, then I'm taking care of that problem for you. So I've actually using a tool called Piwik, which is an open source version of Google Analytics. It's virtually identical to Google Analytics, but it's free and open source. It's not controlled by Google, and it's hosted on our own server, which means that we're in total control of it. Now, what I'm actually going to be able to do, I've discovered recently, is that, so first of all, I put in a link for everyone's site and a plugin in the blog, so I could track all of the visits. So when I'm driving traffic, I can see how much traffic is being driven to each site on a regular basis, and this actually updates in real time, which is very cool, and shows you stats for trends, etc. But what I've discovered is that if for each individual site, let's have a look at one. I can actually, so first of all, this is, you will get more detail about the visits. So you'll get the referrals, and you'll get all of the analytics about the visitors to your site, the pages that they view, etc. So you're not going to, you can do a whole bunch of things with this, which I'm not going to go into detail now, as I'm testing things like conversion stats to find out a way to be able to track conversions, etc. for you. So I'm working on that currently. But what I will be able to do will be to set you all up with access, a login, so that you have access to the details for your particular site. So if you don't want to use Google Analytics, then you can use Piwik in order to track all the visitors to your site, see where they're coming from, and again, so once you know where people are coming from, if you're driving traffic yourself, then you can see what's working and what's not. Because if you're putting a Facebook campaign together and there's no traffic from Facebook, then you know there's a problem. So analytics are a really important part of the business, and this tool is very, very cool. So I will be creating your own individual account, so you'll be able to log in and track the analytics on your own blog, on your own website in due course. But of course, feel free to use your own Google Analytics account as well in the meantime, and that's for those of you that are Blueprint Coaching Program members. You will know how to do that, because I show you how to do that in that program. Otherwise, it's pretty simple. But what's cool about this is then I can keep a very close handle on the traffic that's being generated. So this is a traffic being generated to the first half of the sites. There's 2 pages of them, and this is just for today. Okay, guys, so there's what we've actually implemented is a number of traffic generation strategies that will really sort of send traffic to you on an ongoing basis, and also in larger spikes as well. So it's, but what's going to happen effectively, a couple of different things. First of all, if I go to blueprintcoachingprogram.com. So this is the main site for Blueprint Coaching Program. So that is still as it was before. But if I go to / proof. So one of our main opt-in pages before, and we have several of them, was a page called proof.html. Now that now redirects to a URL rotator. That means that all of your sites will, in rotation, receive traffic from people that otherwise would have stayed on our site. So we are sending you our traffic, okay, and we get hundreds of people coming to those sites specifically to opt in, or because they've been referred by our affiliates. So we are directing them onto you, so they're not coming onto our list, they're going to come directly onto your list in rotation. Okay, so that's going to produce you definite sort of trickle of traffic every day. So that's the first thing you've done. And also, if we go to yourinternetbuddies.com, okay, not the email, internetbuddies.com, let's go back to the website. Also, the banner ads that we have on the main website also. So for example, we have a banner ad on our main website, yourinternetbuddies.com, and we get thousands and thousands of visitors, of course, every month. If I click on this, it's also going to redirect via the redirect rotator to your site. So we are sending you our traffic, as much of it as we can as possible. What we're also doing, of course, is driving traffic from other means, and there are various means that I'm using to do that, which I'll talk more about in the future. But obviously the most successful ways I will be sharing with you, so that you, when you want to to start using those yourself, if you want to obviously add more and more subscribers to build your business, I will be sharing you exactly what has worked best to help build your lists. Okay, so it's a great benefit for you guys, because you really are getting the benefit of testing, some massive testing on these different traffic strategies, and the ones that work best will only be the ones that you will need to focus on effectively. So if I go back to the Piwik chart, now as I said, this is just for today. If I actually go and look on Piwik for all the traffic that has been driven since Wednesday, actually let's make it for the week, shall we? It's only really been a few days, but let's have a look for the week. Okay, let's do that. So you can see there's actually been quite a lot of traffic driven to a couple of different sites. There will be some more than others, and because generally what I'll do is I may test a bunch of traffic just to one site so I can see the conversion specifically before rolling it out to share amongst all of you. But there's traffic been happening every day across all of your sites, and that is going to carry on, and is only going to increase quite rapidly over the next week or two to help you, to really help get all the opt-ins to build all of your lists just as soon as possible. Okay, there is nothing more important on my agenda at the moment than getting your subscribers on your opt-in lists ready for you to start earning commissions and building your business by expanding on that start. Okay, so one thing I wanted to, well, a couple of things actually before winding up. I've got to give a word of congratulations actually to Mark Williams. Mark Williams is the owner of affiliatemarketingsuccess.org, and now Mark's actually been driving traffic himself. Traffic you see here has been driven by himself. I can tell because I know what traffic I've sent, what traffic I haven't. So Mark has actually been proactive in sending traffic to his sites, getting opt-ins. That seems to be working really well for him, and I can report he's had 2 sales already come through, Mark. So this is news to you. Well done. You've got the first 2 sales of IPPP, people who've taken out trials of the Blueprint Coaching Program. So well done, congratulations. Obviously, we hope that they go on to convert to the full month's membership, of course, and the commission of which will be yours. But this is the thing, guys. If you get traffic will, all things being equal, if it's targeted traffic, it will join your list. There will be a percentage of those people who will convert. So this is just a maths game. So this is why we're in a massive traffic drive at the moment to really build your list. It's really exciting. As sales start to happen for you guys, this really becomes a reality. This is a business that we are building for you that will be a long-term asset for you. And just to end on that note, I want to give you an idea of where you can take this next. I came across this site the other day. It's pretty cool. You may have heard of the term ad swap. You may not have done, but what that means is effectively is when 2 marketers with email lists, they get together and they arrange reciprocal emails. So one marketer will mail his list, driving them to the squeeze page of the other marketer, and the other marketer will do the same, sends his list to the email to the squeeze page of the first marketer, and obviously then people will opt in on both lists and everybody's business grows. This is one of the real benefits of an internet marketing business, because there's no competition. Everybody is working together. You can build each other's businesses. But I think what the key thing is, I know some of you have talked about, Bernard Giles particularly, I know you talked about creating a forum for you guys to do ad swaps amongst yourselves. The problem with that is if your opt-ins, if your squeeze pages are the same, that's not really going to be great value, because obviously the people on your list will already have seen the same opt-ins. So what you really want to do is ad swaps with different people, okay, who are promoting different products. They have different members on their lists, so that you can share your squeeze page with them and they can share theirs with yours, and you can share each other's subscribers and build your list. Now, typically, normally with ad swaps, you need to have, let's say, about 1,000 people on a list before you can do much, and that's quite a lot. And obviously, if you're getting started, you don't have that number on your list. But this is a place, as I say, I've discovered relatively recently. It's a growing trend, and it's going to be very, very popular, where people with less than 1,000 subscribers on their list can do ad swaps, and it's called micro list swaps. So this is the Facebook page for it. It's facebook.com/micro list swaps. And literally, if you've got, as it says on here, it says here, if you have a minimum of 20 subscribers, you can start ad swapping with others right here. And the maximum is 1,000. So this is really designed for people with under 1,000 people on their list. But it doesn't matter how small your size is, you can start to do ad swaps with other people. So I'm going to really encourage you, as part of your business, if you want to grow your list, remember, this is totally free. It's not costing you any money for advertising. If you're swapping a mail with other people, then it's totally free to you both, but you both grow your list. So I'm going to really suggest that you look at ad swaps, particularly micro ad swaps, to start growing your list. There are some skills that you will need to learn, but the best way to learn them is through trial and error, being part of the community, speaking with other people, modeling from other people who are successful, asking them what works, and just trialing. And don't be afraid to try. This is why we're building a list for you, so you're going to have a list that you can then swap with other people. And obviously you're going to have to do the swapping yourself. Yeah, you're going to have to do that work, but this is where the money is made. This is a very high value activity, growing your list, creating alliances with other marketers, learning how to market to other people, how to convert, how to get traffic. This is what it's all about. And so yeah, that's it. I really wanted to show you that really very quickly you can start to, if you are really serious about building an online business, you can start to take what we have created for you and build on it by adding traffic in different directions. And again, there's other sources of traffic as well. You don't have to just do ad swaps. There are other forms of traffic, paid and free, so you can do whatever you prefer. But this, you're going to have a great head start with the traffic that's being generated and your lists that are being built. So I'm just checking I've covered everything I wanted to. Yes, I think I have. So that's it for this update then, guys. So in terms of what I'm going to do coming up next week, so I'm obviously focusing a lot on the traffic generation for you guys currently. I want to do some training with you about how to check your affiliate accounts. I may record some videos. It may be easier just to do that, just to show you how to log into affiliate accounts that we've set up for you, so you can check stats. Obviously you should know how to log into your Aweber already, and you can check the number of people that are opting into your Aweber list. It's still going to be fairly slow for most of you, but it will start to go up and up and up. So obviously that's something that I'm working on as we speak. And yeah, so in terms of the training for you guys, there's still I suspect there's going to be at least another week or so of me just focusing on driving traffic before we get into the training stage. So just bear with me, but that will happen soon enough. If you do have any questions, those of you that are SFM members, obviously you have access to me during the trainings on SFM. I am going to also make available other times for call-ins, when you will be able to call in and just literally get me on the phone if you want to speak. So I'm just need to arrange some specific dates in the diary when they will be, and that's going to be the way that if you do need private help, then I can make myself available for certain times. I'll do my best to help you. But I promise you guys, and I promise you, this is really, the best thing you can do is just to practice some of this marketing techniques yourself. Practice emailing your list when it grows, practicing swapping your emails and your squeeze pages with other marketers. This is how you grow an online business, and it's really, really exciting. So I hope you're looking forward to that. So I will obviously do my best to be helping you throughout the process, but I just want to wait until I get to the stage where you've all got at least several dozen people on your lists. Once you've got that, then it's time to start mailing them on a regular basis. And so I'm obviously going to I can share with you some tips on how to do that, and then it's really down to you guys. That's really the way that it works. So I hope that makes sense. I hope that's good news for you. I definitely think that things are now on the up and up, albeit with there's always a couple of hiccups on the way. So I will be fixing your website issues, the blog issues at least, but the squeeze pages are working great. So that's it. So I will update you next week with more details on the traffic and access to the analytics, so that you can log in and see how much raw traffic is being generated to your site as well. I'll do that some stage next week. So until then, take care, have a good rest of the weekend, and I'll speak to you again soon. Cheers, goodbye.